Mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, soyez prêts pour Aaron Chupa et Albatraoz. C'est parti!
Hi guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Project Perfumery India. It's been Mohit, perfumerologist here, and today we are going to talk about more flankers. It is getting heated up. We have a lot of flankers. I've got amazing response from you guys, and I promise I'll be doing more of these flanker videos. So this house is actually the first one, I guess, or the first few ones who got into the whole car fragrances. So we see a lot of brands like Ferrari, then we see brands like Jaguar, then we see brands like Bentley, then we see brands like Porsche, every brand have, Mercedes, everyone have come up with their fragrances. Why they do so is for branding, and now they make money as well because the market has become so huge, right? So what we are talking about is the house of Jaguar. It's a Tata owned company now, but this fragrances thing it's taken care by, I believe, by Inter Parfums or Lalique. It says Lalique. So yeah, so these guys give out contracts with these beauty companies to use their logo on their products, and they get a part of it or royalty from it. So right. So the first fragrance we're going to be talking about is called Classic Black by Jaguar. This is the most popular one. That is why I decided to start my video with this one, and I've got a fun thing to do. I've got a vintage bottle. This belongs to 2012-13. It's pretty old. It was sitting in my vault, so I thought, why not? Let's check it out. So this is a vintage bottle. I'll be comparing. This is a very common problem. It gets damaged here, but that's a problem. But it happens in like 1 or 50 bottles where this thing comes off like this. But you can remove it and use it as well. So this is like a vintage 8 to 9 years old bottle. I haven't really checked batches of Jaguar bottles, but this is that old and this is a latest formulation, right? So let's give it a sniff. So I'll start with a new one. What's so special about Classic Black White? So why it's a top seller on so many websites? So let's sniff it. One thing for sure, this is a great cheapie. It doesn't cost much, and it's got a really nice fruity and citrusy vibe to it. It doesn't remind me of anything as such, but this one is probably the fresh spicy scent. But it's very faint at the moment, but I guess this would remind you of, to an extent, the new car interiors. This gives you that fresh kind of vibe, the smell that comes when you enter a new car. This smells like that. Let's sniff the older bottle and let's see if they have reformed it or there has been any changes. And I see a lot of change. This one has given me a lot of powdery vibe, powdery orange lemon, which is quite potent, while this gives me, let's spray it again, more lemony citrusy vibe. So this one has got this powderiness to it. The older bottle, this one is missing that powderiness. Strength wise it's pretty much same, but that powderiness is amping up the whole thing. It's giving that structure to the fragrance. That powderiness is missing here. Performance wise, this gives decent 3 to 4 hours, 8 interior AC, or when you're in the car. See how many have sprayed to sniff it. It's quite faint that way, but this is for those people who really do not want to offend anyone while wearing a fragrance. So it's quite okay, decent. For 1200 bucks in India, this is probably, you could go for branding if you like Jaguar logo. This is what these fragrances are meant for. I'm putting it on deal on Perfumery. So we have a lot of testers, and these are old batches, not as old as these, but I would say 2018, 19. And this gives 4 hours when I wore it last. And this going for $7.99. That's like $10. It's a $10 deal. This fragrance on perfumery.co.in for $10 to me is a spicy, not even spicy, it's more like metallic fruity fragrance. I'd say it's more fresh and fruity profile, which is quite decent. Going to classic chromite. I really like the texture of this bottle. It gives you that chrome kind of feel. Let's sniff it, what's different. So they have added more smokiness to it and slight more spiciness to it. So I do detect clove from it, slight hint of clove and slight more incense to it. So it's more, I would say, smokier version to classic black. If you are, this has definitely got more depth than classic black. I do not have a testers of these, but yeah, this retail pack you can get it for like under 2000 for sure. Next one is another, I think this was the first one they launched it. It's called Jaguar Classic Men or Jaguar Green. I've sniffed it before. This goes into the vintage white territory, like how the one man show is. So this has got something different. It's a very nice spiciness to it, which gives me, it was very unique. I haven't really sniffed that spiciness in any other fragrance as such, which is like green and soapy. So this is like combination of green, soapy, aromatic notes. If you like vintage perfumery, you would like this too. This is also going for $9.99. Then we have Jaguar Blue. I'll score them, I'll rate them at the end of the video. I'm just giving my first impressions right now. So yeah, this has got that polo blue vibe to it. So it's not one of those blue fragrances, it's got creaminess to it along with freshness. So it's like fresh and creamy, like how polo blue is, but it's not as potent. They have just tried to cover up a bit from that branding as well. But I think this, if you, as a brand, as a collector, because this is a hobby, people really do not wear everything for the fragrance or the lasting. There are few things they buy for as a collection as well. For the collector, somebody who loves Jaguar as a brand or owns a Jaguar could probably pick up all of these. Yeah, that's how the brand loyalty comes into the picture, and for that Jaguar gets paid. This is called Classic Motion. Again, I like this bottle. I'm assuming this is going to be in the direction of Acqua di Gio or Issey Miyake. Let's sniff it. And I'm right, it smells like Acqua di Gio or Titan Raw. And I think the best of the lot I like till now. It's called Classic Motion. Right, so looks good. Smells fresh, like Acqua di Gio, like Titan Raw, minus the egg vibe. Is what you get. This do people would remind you of a lemonade. Is the lemonade scent. So guys, this is Classic Motion, Fresh Aquatic. The last one I have in this video is called Classic Gold. Let's sniff it. What does this smells like? Ooh, and this is floral. So I get ylang ylang. Apart from that, I get slight hint of jasmine as well. Tangerine vibe is there. I haven't read the notes yet, but I'm telling you the vibe. So it might have orange flowers to it, not the fruit. There is a difference between orange flower and orange fruit. While I would say this would have orange fruit in it, this would have orange flower in it because it has got that slight herbal vibe to it. Okay, so this one is bright and floral and musk. So it's like musky floral fragrance for me. And I think it's good. It's good. I would say it's at least worth the value. Few of these which I sniffed were not at all worth the value. There's one more, Jaguar Blue Classic Blue. I thought I did blue, but that was other blue. This is the newer blue. So it's going to be a freshie, which it is. So this is pretty much similar to Jaguar Black, made slight more fresher. So that also goes into more spicy fresh category. This goes into the aqua fresh category. Let's rate them. So which one do I like the most out of the whole? So I would give it to Classic Motion. If you are looking to pick up your first Jaguar fragrance, Classic Motion is my pick. The second one, if you are looking for, I would say is Jaguar Black, but prefer old batches like how we have on perfumery.co.in, these testers are at least 3 to 4 years old. So this would be definitely slightly better than what you're getting as retail packs, because these testers do not come that often and they come all together. So whatever we get in testers are never the newer stock. They pass the date, then they go for liquidation, then we acquire it. So the third one I would recommend from all of these is gold. I would actually put two of them on third spot, the gold and the classic green, because these both go into that slight retro category, while this is like a modern version. This is the green version, so it is good. I like in the whole series. This was actually blue. Now I'm left with two more. Classic chromite. I like the bottle, but it's more or less same as Jaguar Black, made more smokier. If you're getting it at a deal, you could pick it up. Otherwise, good to go. Jaguar Classic is my probably the last spot here, the blue edition. And I think that's it. This is another blue which is also on the bottom too. So both the blues go on the bottom of the pyramid. Then comes gold and green. Then comes black, Jaguar Black, and Classic Motion. Right guys, so this is Jaguar Flankers. It's me Mohit here. Check it out. See ya. If you want to pick up any of these, all of these are available on perfumery.co.in at a killer price. $10, $15, $7.99 till $12.99. And yes, do subscribe because we have a lot of content coming all lined up for you. And if you want to request a video, comment below a product name or a product line. I would do that video for you. See ya. Bye.